Hi, welcome everyone. I am doing this Thursdays with Thryn live on my phone tonight because my laptop camera decided to have some technical issues. So, thank you for bearing with me through any technical differences, the view being slightly different, what have you. But this is real. I've promised to always be real on Thursdays with Thryn, and this is life, and we just figure it out and keep going, right? I would love for someone to please tell me if the audio is coming through okay, since we're doing it on the phone instead of the laptop like usual. So I forgot to say welcome in all of this technology silliness. How are you this evening? Welcome to our sacred community. I'm so glad you're here. And if someone could please let me know how the audio is for this live stream tonight. I'd love to see and make sure that you can hear me. If you'd like to drop in the chat where you're tuning in from or joining us from, I'd love to know, to be able to welcome you personally. And I do hope that the audio is just as clear as usual. So I will go ahead and get started with what Spirit shared with me to talk about tonight, for us to have a really good conversation around where we are in life right now. And I'm so grateful that you've chosen to spend this time with me tonight in Sacred Community, and to give yourself some time to drop in and take a breath and talk about things that to me really matter. And so why don't we do that? Why don't we start with taking a deep breath together? And we'll go in through our nose. And let it all out with a big sigh. And let yourself just fully arrive here in this moment. And tonight feels especially meaningful because we're sitting with something really powerful numerologically. It's September, and September being the 9th month. When you consider numerology, the number 9, that 2025, if you add each digit, that equals 9. And we're in the 9th month. So the number 9 has a very strong energy of completion, and endings and transitions are amplified in a really beautiful way. And so tonight, I'd like to talk about something that touches all of us. Every part of our life is a cycle, and cycles have endings and beginnings, right? And so I'd like to talk about endings from the perspective of embracing them with love rather than fear. Because a lot of times when things come to an end, it can hurt. We sit with grief, maybe confusion. Like there's a lot of things when they come to an end, it's painful, but they don't always have to be, right? We can take an opportunity when something is coming to a close or nearing a close, to really embrace that moment with love. And so I'd really like to talk about the wisdom that we gain through the experience as we go through endings and then new beginnings. Things have to end sometimes for new things to begin, right? So when you're looking at numerology, 9 is the final digit before it starts back at 1 for 10. to start fresh and start new. And so this year and this month, we're really getting an opportunity to look at what's ready to be complete in our lives. What chapters are closing, what patterns are shifting, what are we being called to release? And here's what I want you to know. That the endings, regardless of what emotions come up with an ending, they aren't something to fear. There's something really and truly to honor. A lot of times it means that we've grown. We've outgrown something. When you're little and you outgrow your clothes, that's okay. You're growing. You're ready to get that new pair of pants or shoes or what have you, right? That's exciting. But we do live in a culture that often tells us to cling and hold on to something, to resist change at all cost, right? But nature, one of my favorite teachers, she likes to show us a different way, doesn't she? So going back to the growing child and think about school years, a new year just began. Well, children had to end their last school year for this school year to begin. And think about graduation day. Nobody mourns the end of school. They're excited. We celebrate. We throw parties, we take pictures, and we honor the completion of the chapter that we passed. We did it, and we're ready to move on in life. We know that means we've grown. We've accomplished something. There's new possibilities ahead. Or birthdays and anniversaries. I love to think about birthdays as completing that year. I've completed another year of life, right? And we gather with joy to celebrate that we completed another year. Another trip around the sun is done and finished. We don't grieve the ending of that year, right? We celebrate. We light candles. We make wishes for our upcoming year. And we honor while simultaneously welcoming the next year of our life. It's so fun. So even a birthday is an ending. If you'd like to assign some new ways of thinking about endings, think about birthdays, think about graduations. You know, we honor what's coming, what we've completed and what's coming. And we mark it with laughter and love and look forward to that new beginning. Or consider autumn that we're coming to very soon. The trees don't grieve as their leaves change colors and fall to the ground. They put on the most spectacular show. They light our landscape with all the colors only during the fall. Those leaves turn brilliant red and gold and orange and create beauty in the process of letting go. How beautiful is that? They understand something that we often forget, that ending beautifully is part of life's natural rhythms. Or think about pruning our gardens that have rose bushes in the back. You know, we tend to our roses and our flowers by joyfully cutting away the blooms that have already bloomed and are on their way out. And we know that removing those flowers allows it to create the energy to create new buds and new blossoms. We're not mourning what we cut away. And even as we cut away the beautiful flowers to put in a vase, we're excited to do that, to bring their joy inside, their beauty inside. We're celebrating those beautiful flowers. And as we cut away those either perfectly in bloom or after they've already spent. We're actively participating in ending to make space for even more beauty. The trees and the flowers, they don't fear the bare branches because they trust and they know that after a season, the spring will come again, the new beginning. And the gardeners that know how to take care of their plants, they don't mourn when they prune. They trust more flowers are coming because they're taking care of the health of that plant. They trust the cycle. And so when we let go, there's many things that we let go of, right? In life, a relationship, a job, a habit, a belief system, things that no longer serve us. When we're able to let those things go that are no longer in our path, we're creating space. That's sacred space. That's where the transformation happens. And think about either yourself or someone that's decided to let go of a habit that's been harming them. I used to enjoy alcohol a lot. And that's just no longer part of my daily life anymore. That was something I was ready to let go of. And it created so much space and health for my body. It was the right thing for me to do. And I just listened to what my body was asking of me. Or maybe it's scrolling on social media, or people pleasing, or negative self-talk, being too hard on ourselves. These are all things we can let go of. And in the beginning, breaking the pattern feels uncomfortable, even scary, because we've done it for a long time and we found joy in it at one point. And so at first, sometimes it feels like there's a bit of an emptiness where familiar behavior used to be. But when you look back months and years later, you get to feel proud of yourself, to feel free, and realize that letting go of what wasn't serving you made room for so much more. Letting go of negative self-talk and being hard on yourself makes room for self-nourishment and self-care. Letting go of people-pleasing allows you more time for yourself. When you finally get to the point where you can feel okay about saying, no, I don't have the capacity to do that for you today, right now. I need that space and that time for myself to do something I want to do or rest, And so here's something I've learned that I want to share with you about all of this. The new beginning that always follows the ending, it isn't always what we expect. And that's actually the beauty of it. We're always shifting and changing and becoming new. Think about it. Our cells change, rotate. Everything about our lives grows and changes. And that's not something to resist. It's something to celebrate. Every ending is proof that you're alive and that you're growing and you're participating in the magnificent dance of existence. Like, we let go of a relationship and maybe we find or rediscover parts of ourselves that we've forgotten. You go back to that old habit or that hobby that you maybe didn't have as much time for. And remember, I really like to dance or paint or go for long walks. It can be a variety of things. Sometimes we leave a job and we find a calling we never, ever expected would be what we desire to do. You know, when we release old versions of ourselves, we get a chance to step into the power that we may never have known that we have. So, how do we shift? How do we make that shift from being scared of endings, from that fear, to embracing them with love? And first, we can remember that we are a part of nature's cycles. We are no different than the nature that surrounds us. We come from Mother Earth. How could we expect to be anything different than she is? You know? Just like the moon waxes and wanes, goes through its cycles of being full and being dark. The waves of the ocean, ebbing and flowing, the seasons that change. We have our own natural rhythms of expansion and contraction, a beginning and an ending. And that's something, that last part right there is something I'm going through right now. As we expand in ways, in different points of view and perspectives, often a beautiful expansion and a realization is followed by a constriction, is followed by realizing I have something else to let go of. And that's okay. So as we remember that we're part of nature's cycles, we can practice gratitude for what has been. Every ending represents something that once served a purpose in our life. And we can honor that while still being willing to let go, what we're letting go of did serve a purpose at the time that, because I truly believe that we really are never doing anything wrong. Anything that you are doing that you feel called to do, it has a purpose. It's there to show you something, to help you experience something. And that's what we came here to do, for all of these experiences and to find our way through them. So it's a wonderful practice that even though you're letting something go and you're saying goodbye to it, honor it. That habit served me. It helped me to feel safe for a time. And I'm willing to let it go. And third, we trust. We trust. We trust that life is always moving us forward to our highest good, even if we can't see the full picture yet. We trust. And know, just like the trees know that they'll bloom again in the spring, just like the moon knows even the times that the sky is dark, that she will be full again soon. We can hold that trust in our hearts as we navigate endings. And I'd like to share something with you, because I agree that endings can be challenging. And as most of you know, music and song is a way that I self-soothe and help shift my energy when I'm in a challenging place. And as I've been working through my own endings and beginnings, Spirit shared a song with me. One of the times that I was like, Creator, can you please share with me a little ease during this time? Can you help me find the joy in this moment? Can you help me honor what I am doing right now? And as I was on a nature walk, this song dropped in my heart. And it's about the process of letting go with joy. And it came through as such a gift, light and bouncy and joyful, because sometimes the universe wants to remind us that releasing doesn't have to be heavy. It can actually be fun. And so this song helps me to transform the emotions around letting go and bring some levity to sometimes an emotion or a situation that feels a little heavy. So here we go. I let it go, I let it go, I let it go. I let it go, I let it go, I let it go. If it keeps me feeling small, I let it go. If it's not who I want to be, I let it go. If it doesn't feel true to me now, I let it go. Yeah, I let it go. 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 Thank you for singing with me, Jenny. Even if I've done it forever, I can let it go. If it's no longer a line, I let it go. If it's not in my best and highest, I let it go. Yeah, I let it go. 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 Now I see clearer than ever, 'cause I let it go. My hands are open to receive, 'cause I let it go. A special place in my heart is ready, 'cause I let it go. Yeah, I let it go. 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 I'm not saying it's always easy, but I promise it's always worth it. So let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Please let it go. Let it go. Let it go so you can grow. Tears of truth. This is what it feels like when spirit drops in for me. I get tears. Thank you. And thank y'all for being here with me. And thank you for witnessing and listening to my heart song. What a gift it was to share that with you. And I pray that it uplifts your heart as much as it does mine. And so as we close tonight, I want to leave you with this invitation. We're in, again, a 9-year, in the 9th month of a 9-year. Take the opportunity. Look at your life. Look at yourself with love, with gentleness. We're not being judgmental here. We are simply observing. And ask yourself, ask your heart. I've asked myself a lot this lately, can you tell? What am I ready to release with love? What ending am I being called to embrace right now? And it can be small. It doesn't ever have to be big for it to count. Start with letting go of being mean to yourself, of being hard on yourself, of expecting so much out of yourself. Start with love, or anything that you feel called to let go of. Trust the process, trust the cycles, and know that even as you're letting go of something, you are making space for something even better, even more aligned, even more true, even more you to arise, to bloom. And trust every single ending, no matter the size, that it's making space for a new beginning that's perfectly aligned for who you're becoming and who you're meant to be, who you came here to be. If you ever need a sister to walk with you on this journey, I am here for you. I have gone through this cycle many, 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 many times. And I know that I have many more to go. But as you learn tools to navigate these changes, it truly does make them more palatable, make them more joyful, make them a little easier, I dare say. And I have tools and gifts to share with you that will help you navigate these moments and these opportunities for growth. Pardon me. And I would love to share them with you and walk with you on your journey. Thank you for being here with me tonight. Tears and all. Tears and song and joy and all the things. I know things are a little wild and crazy right now, but I believe in you. I believe in us. And I believe that love always wins. And as we navigate everything that's going on, coming together in sacred community is so important. And this love that we're co-creating together is making a ripple effect out into the world, even if we can't see it yet. Oh, Erin, thank you so much for your message. Letting go of holding on to anger over things in the past. Oh, such beautiful sacred work. That is beautiful. And as we let go of things and as we forgive ourselves and forgive others, that's the biggest gift, right? Forgiveness. When we hold on to things, it's like we're holding on to that flame and we're burning ourselves. There's other analogies that are just not dropping in at the moment. But when you let it go, you can allow that burn to heal and be gentle with yourself. Because things that happened in the past, they're just that. They've happened. They can't be changed. But what we can do is change how we approach them now and how we view ourselves now. And making the decision to forgive ourselves and forgive others is incredible growth and opens so much space for more love, more acceptance, more gratitude, more beauty, and learning. Just because we handled something one way one time, we can always go back and take a look at it and say, I think I'd like to do that a little different next time. That's growth. That's maturity. That is beautiful, sacred soul work. And you're doing it. I believe in you. I believe in us. I love you so very much. Big hug and love to you all. Until next Thursday, may you dance gracefully in your life's rhythms and find joy in every season of your journey. I love you. Thank you for being you. You are so important, so unique, and so special. So much love to you. Until next time.